Andrew, in terms of looking at the Chlorella portfolio, it's been massively successful within food applications. But it'd be useful to understand your thoughts around what other applications you could enter into, and also what is your decision-making process when you're analysing what other options you have available to you?
Well, strategically, this didn't just come out of the blue. Chlorella vulgaris was on our radar right at the beginning. When Algenuity was founded, we always said, you know, we don't want to be an academic research group. We want our research to be as high quality. And so one of the decisions that I made was we would work on Chlorella vulgaris as one of our priority organisms. And we chose Chlorella vulgaris strategically because of the food possibility, because it was already known to be scalable, because it already had a market value, and also because it was on the cosmetics ingredients database in China and in Europe. And so it's approved as a cosmetics ingredient, and there would be another market opportunity. And so we're starting to look now at what that looks like. And that, again, the same drivers really are driving cosmetics ingredients, a move towards natural, a move towards more sustainable. All those sorts of things are happening in cosmetics and personal care ingredients. And so that's always been there as the next sort of market to look at. With a small team, it's been all about prioritizing those. So we've focused on food, and we've realized that all the things we learn about getting this ingredient to market in food and beverages will be applicable as well. It's the same fermentation process. It's the same overall commercial process. And so rolling that out and having success there is going to ultimately then lead to successes in other areas. But the other area that we're really excited about is microbiome, and about how these ingredients actually operate functionally, really, when you ingest them. And no one's really assessed that properly yet. There's been sort of anecdotal papers and claims made, but because the volume that's been consumed globally and the depth, or the breadth globally, has been relatively limited, there's been a limited opportunity to really get into the microbiome and what really is going on there. So we think microbiome is going to be a very big area for us and for the market to understand really what are the health and nutritional benefits of eating this material and how far can that go. So with tailoring then of foods for people who have conditions like Crohn's or irritable bowel, or other things that actually where we can know this has a benefit, or boosting the immune system. Everybody wants to know, what can I eat now to strengthen my immune system, or what can I feed my children to make them more healthy or resilient. And so there's all those themes that are emerging that we're starting to work in. And then the last area is really around things like pharmaceuticals. So that's a big area which we've just scratched the surface of, and that would look at things like drug delivery or biologics delivery, which is a whole other massive area which would require a completely different team. We're aware of all of that. And so at the moment, what we are doing is a strategic roadmap for the next 10 years so that we can really understand what comes first, because we can't do it all. We need to deliver impact, and we'd want to deliver in all those areas, but we have to do it in a time efficient manner and with the right team.
Absolutely. I think, as you mentioned, it's prioritization and where can you have the most impact at this time.
Yeah. And I suppose I should also add that, a lot of the know-how that we've developed for Chlorella can be applied to other algae. And so we've already started engaging with conversations with other companies who are working with different algae, where we wouldn't be doing the commercialization, but they would, but we could make them potentially more profitable in terms of improving the productivity of an organism or improving the process, and then sharing some of the upside of that. So there would be still an increase in impact, but we wouldn't be doing the lion's share of the work. We'd be doing some of the innovation for them.